What's up, folks? Today we're going to go over a game that I just played today of February 25th, 2024. Um, so my opponent, I can't really read his name or what I wrote. His name was Arkshaw, maybe. Um, yeah, I think he was rated 2000. He was rated about 2000 elo. And I played him today. I was white. I had the white pieces. And yeah, let's get into it. This is a really good game because I got to use my theory that I know, that I've been studying, and it finally paid off. So I played e4, of course. He goes c5. We kind of open Sicilian, and then we enter kind of a dragon. He goes bishop g7. I go f3. I think this is still theory. Queen d2, knight c6. I used to, once upon a time, I used to play some bishop c4 stuff, but yeah, I just castled here, and he goes d5. Um, so I decided to just take and provoke e5. We were actually blitzing these moves out over the board too, by the way. Like, he knows the theory. So he plays e5, like bishop c5. He goes bishop e6, and then I think, well, the taking is kind of bad, actually, because, well, it comes with a threat of bishop to h6, and another, and if you go king b1, your king is on this weak b file here, and in this particular line, you don't really want your king on the b file because it's going to be liable to many tactics. The best move is knight to e4 here, after bishop e6, and the game just goes on. It's very complicated. But for me, I think I got my theory mixed up. I just went for h4. And this is a little inaccurate. But my opponent didn't really exploit this move at all. So he played rook e8. But apparently the best move is he had to play this queen a5. And the game goes on. I guess I would probably have to go maybe maybe knight takes, or yeah, I'm not sure. This is just it's complicated, and let me see. I guess the position's equal almost. I guess we take on f8, rook takes f8, and knight takes d5, queen takes a2, and king h8, and queen here. And apparently this is very equal position. I'm not sure. That's what the engine says, but it's hard to see that over the board. So I played h4, he played rook e8, and then I go knight e4 now. And I guess the kind of difference is like bishop h6 ideas. I have knight g5, and the knight is kind of stable, and I'm willing to sacrifice my pawn for his dark square bishop if needed. But that's kind of my idea behind knight or pawn h4. Like, I thought I needed to preface it, but I guess I didn't need to preface it. So yeah, let's keep going. So h6, and now I make it so you can't play f5 as easily here. Because yeah, this is, now I play g4, and now if he plays f5, his king is open, and the light squares are actually really strong for white. I can play like bishop h3 or bishop c4 after f5, like, or probably bishop c4, but still, yeah, this is very very tough. And also there's ideas of like sacrificing yeah, on g5 as well. But it goes queen c7. I go bishop c4 now. I thought a long time, and I almost like tricked myself because I thought like some theory set was queen f2 first. Um, I haven't looked at my theory yet. I just literally got back home and started analyzing this. Um, but yeah, bishop c4 I think is a good move here that I played. Because well, um, I can always just take on a6 and I have the g4 square if needed. But yeah, I think that's pretty much the main thing. I want to kill the light square bishop and do that. And also my idea is I want to, sometimes in some variations we play b3, stabilizing it. But in this game, luckily I didn't have to play b3, which is great. But in some blitz games, I've gotten destroyed when I played b3, so. But it is an idea. So here, now I go queen f2, and it's actually stronger than uh, earlier in the position. Rook d7. I just doubled rooks. He plays king h8. I don't understand why he plays that move, but I guess he said to me after the game that he didn't have a plan. So like he was just having a hard time figuring out what to do here. So I'm clearing my c5 square. I'm going to threaten knight to c5, and yeah, he can't stop it. So he goes knight f4. I take. I take. Now bishop takes is what I was counting on in the game, but he didn't play it. And with this idea, I was thinking of playing queen to c5 or bishop takes f7 is also possible. Probably, I'm not sure. Um, but yeah, like I don't know, who knows. But instead he goes there, and now I'm literally forcing a good position here because it's either well, queen c8 is what I thought, but then you'd lose a7. So he played there, and then I take here. So I'll just go through this slower. I took on d4, and then I took on e6 because yeah, if he takes the pawn, now my knight is always attacking that pawn, and his knight is kind of stranded. And the next move I have ideas like maybe like knight to b3 and something like that, or just simply knight to d3. Like I don't know. He takes the knight, and I was really happy because now I got rid of that strong knight, and now my king gets stronger. So bishop c5 attacking the pawns. I calculated that this was fine for white, and it didn't matter if his king got closer or he could play e5 because the c5 pawn can be attacked like this. And so he gave up the bishop, and now it's a classic example of uh, diverting his king away. I scoop up all of his pawns, and he resigned here. So that was a really good game of mine that I played. I and why I wanted to share this is because I looked at this. Let me see on one of my Licha studies, and it said that I got like 9 centipon loss. No joke, guys. Watch. Let me see. I'll switch my audio input. Let me see.